Serial killer Toastmaster Bharath Raja.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the Day. Why would you spend your hard-earned money and your hard-to-find time on something that will make you cry? A wise man once said that. Good morning, fellow Toastmasters and guests. If you're wondering who that wise man was, it's none other than my dad. All around the world, the nations are building mega cities, mega monuments, mega factories, but in India, we are building mega serials. We take pride in the fact that out of the entire world, the most dramatic serials that built on the nation is from India. So it is also a very important thing in each and every household, because there is not even a single household without running serials in the TV. Good morning, fellow Toastmasters and my dear guest. Today, I would like to share with you some of the worst and bad experiences that I had with Indian serials. It was my 10th standard, and in my family, they thought serial was a serious waste of time. Underline the word serious. My dad took desperate efforts to disconnect the cable connection, and there was a huge resistance from my mom's side. But he was finally called the serial killer of my family because he disconnected the cable connection finally to help me focus on my public exams. And after completing my 10th, 12th, we put a dish, and there was free to air channels, and I started secretly watching Korean dramas and became fan of it ever since. You see, later on, I went to a relative's house. They were like glued on to the TV, watching a series of serials, one after the other, running after them. And they had a strict timetable for watching the serial. They were like, I could not imagine how they keep track of 4 characters in 3 serials that they are watching for the past 2 years. It's mind-boggling. They could have been a company CEO of the top leading brand in India with this kind of skill set. And they are deep into the serial. It's like they are so deep that without even a day, they cannot go without even a day without watching serial, a single episode of serial. It's like a drama addiction. It's very serious, guys. It's like Lays. You cannot go without eating one. If you watch even one episode, you are hooked onto it for the rest of your life. It will become very addictive. So once there was, for example, there was one serial. It's called Bharath Raja. She was admitted to ICU at the end of the episode. It was they do all these kind of cheap tricks at the end of the episode so that they keep the audience hooked to the serial and keep them thinking about it all the time. Like it is like a headache, serious headache and madness that's in this nation. And seriously, the rest of the population is thinking, what the hell happened to that Bharath Raja? And later on, I visited my friend. He's a company owner. He's a managing director. And at the end of the office time, what he does, he goes into a silent room. He faithfully pulls out a phone and starts streaming of Roja serial. Seriously, guys, what is going on with these people? And even offices, you will not believe, even offices will stop working on Sundays, but TV serials never stop. They keep running. And I accidentally went to a relative's house, and I was like, they were like watching an episode, and I was forced into watching the serial. And you will not believe, it was like a tall tale. The heroine of the story suddenly turned into a snake, and there was a slap shot that is being showed in all different angles, and all the thunder, lightning, all effects, slow motion, and they were seriously misusing the power of triads. We Toastmasters effectively use triads, but in serials, worst. It's the worst use of triads, misuse of triads. They show all the things three times to increase the dramatization effects of the serial. And it's like madness, it's utter madness. And I got severe migraine headache after watching all this, watching a single episode. And from that moment on, I decided that I will not watch serials for the rest of my life. And finally, I would like to conclude by saying that sometimes we can watch serials to escape the reality of life, to enjoy something, and to take our mind off of the things that we are focusing on. But be very careful on picking what you watch, because in our life already there is drama, too much drama, and serials add even more drama to our life. So it's not very helpful to our life. And remember the advice of a wise man: why pay money and spend time for something that will make you cry? Over to you, Toastmaster.